Hi everyone, just wanted to do a quick garden tour here of the Indoor Kratky Garden. So I got the peppers. That one's starting to look a little bit better. That is my tangerine dream. That one is the apple crisp. That one's doing phenomenal. And that's the lettuce, the extra one that I had. So I just threw that under there for now. Those two, I'm going to release another video describing what's going on there. I'm not sure if it's going to be before this one or after this one, but it will be soon. I don't know if you noticed on my table here, I do have meters, a pH and a ppm meter. I did want to touch base with that a little bit. So when you're growing lettuce, and anytime if I use the meters, I will tell you guys that I use the meters. When I do lettuce, leafy greens, things like that, I don't use the meters at all. It's been a long time. When I first started, I got the meters because I thought I needed them. So that's why I have them. But they are valuable tools. When you're growing things like tomatoes, cucumbers, stuff like that, they are good to have. You can find cheap ones. About $10 a piece on Amazon. I would recommend, that's what these are that I have. I'll show you these. They're just really cheap $10 meters. I would recommend, if you're going to get them, I'm having problems with these right now. Even though I've calibrated this one, I'm still having problems. I would spend a little more if you want to get meters. Get a decent set. It's just, I'm going to end up having to buy a new set, and I've had these probably 2 or 3 years, but you know, if you're going to do it, you might as well just get a decent set to begin with. I think you can find them for around $30 a piece for a decent set. But I wanted to get into the issues that I'm having. So my tomato here, I have to check this because I believe I only put half-strength nutrients in this. So I had to add more nutrients, which I did the other day. And the pH was actually pretty high. It was more like 6.8, and it should be lower than that. So I did put some pH down in there. I went out and bought some. I actually didn't own any, so I bought that. That was $10 at a local hydro shop. So I went out and bought that, and I got some pH down. Again, I don't think my meter's working right, but I'm going to have to see. And I want to show you what's going on with my cucumber, because this is something that I didn't run into before. I have done the Kratky like this without checking nutrient ppms and stuff like that, and it has worked okay. This time for some reason I'm having the issues, so I'm hoping you'll be able to see this good. This leaf right here, you can hear it. It's all dried out. Right, and that's fairly new growth. This one is okay, but it's drying on the edges. It does have new growth, but this, I believe, is just lack of nutrients and not being able to take up the nutrients. So again, this was only half-strength nutrients, and I totally forgot. I only put half-strength nutrients in everything down here in the big totes. So the other day I went and bumped up the nutrients and checked the pH, like I said. So we're going to see what happens with that. I'll show you what's going on with the other cucumber as well. I did start more lettuce seeds. I've got another 5 lettuce seeds started in there. So when these come out, I'll be hopefully putting those right in. The lettuce are doing good. Have not checked ppm or pH in either one of these 2 lettuce. Now the only thing I did, this was another test that I wanted to do with this, because I actually, every lettuce grow, I get a little bit of browning on the edges of the lettuce. And this one you can see it too. So what I did was I actually have CalMag, which is this one. So I actually put like a capful. I didn't use much. I put a capful in this one. I put nothing in this one other than the normal nutrients. And again, I did not test pH, I did not test ppm in this one, and just put the master blend full strength nutrients in this one. This one has full strength nutrients, and I did put a cap full of CalMag in there. You can see it's a little bit darker in there. The roots are good, but I wanted to see if that would keep some of this crunchiness off the edges, the darkened edges, off the new growth. So that's another test. This is kind of my test head of lettuce right here. So I'll tell you when I'm doing stuff. But that's been in there for a couple days now, the CalMag. So we'll see what happens with that one. I want to see if the new growth stops getting those brown edges. Now this cucumber, same issue. So I cut a few of these I cut a few of these leaves off. But you can see, I mean, that looks like edema, lack of nutrients, something. And again, this was half strength nutrients. So I added just the other day more nutrients to this one, actually Friday. So this is Saturday when I'm shooting this. So I did this last night. The new growth looks okay. It looks like it was suffering a little bit from some nutrient deficiency. The new growth is soft and plush. This one is a little bit more than new growth, but it's still soft and plush. And actually, you can see I got little cucumbers in there. Hopefully you can see that good. Got some little cucumbers. I actually got one there, and it's starting a new stem. I got one there. I think I'm going to let that stem grow. I was thinking about single stemming it and just letting the one grow, but maybe I'll let the second one too, and I'll just watch and just let two. So I added more nutrients to this one. I checked the pH on this one. This one was also high on pH and very low on nutrients. So I added all that Friday, as well as the other totes. So we'll see what happens with those. And checking on the aloe and the pineapple. So I got to look up the pineapple to see if it needs warmer temperatures to be growing. It's sustaining. It's nice and green, and you know it's stiff. The leaves are stiff. They're not wilty like they're dying off. I just don't have any new growth. So my wife recommended that I look up what temperature it needs to actually grow, to see if this will grow or if it's just going to sustain itself until I can put it back outside next year. Aloe, this is a bad leaf, but this stuff is doing pretty good. These are bulking up pretty nice. It's getting some good size, if you call these leaves, getting some good size growth on those. The little guys down here, they're still not doing that good. I don't know if they don't like the soil. It's damp enough. I don't know if maybe I overwatered them a little bit. This guy over here is doing okay. This one's a little bit thin and squishy, but a lot of them are a little thin and squishy, so they're not the healthiest. And this guy, yeah, I don't think they like that much water. You know, you're not supposed to water them more than like once a month, but I guess I don't know what I was thinking trying to put it in a bucket of water. But again, it was just to see what happened. I have a lot of them, and this one actually has more pups on it. So, I mean, I could always take another one out and split it off again. But, you know, experiment, see what happens. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, I think that is it for the update this time. Just wanted to take you guys along, show you the issues I'm having, telling you what I'm trying to do to correct those issues, and why some of the tools you have or they have available are actually good to have if you're going to start growing other than leafy greens. I mean, like I said, leafy greens, don't worry about it. Put your stuff in, especially Kratky method for those. Put the nutrients in, close it up and forget it. Things like tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, those kind of things. If you do want to get into those, I think it's good to have the meters. You know, some people will disagree, some people will agree. It's my opinion that you probably should have a meter just to check when things aren't going well. You know, this guy, I want tomatoes. He's starting to put out some flowers here, and he wasn't looking that good. So just to figure out what's wrong, sometimes you need some extra tools to give you a hand. and those are the tools for the trade. So hope you guys like the video. Let me know in the comments if you got any comments about what's going on, what you think, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. All right, thanks a lot. See ya.